Welcome back to the EAM Crypto channel. My name is Enrique. Thank you so much for watching. We just hit the 2K mark in subscribers, which is really, really cool. So thanks for all the support. And look, guys, if you think that Gary Gensler is a complete douchebag, hit that subscribe button. Really, really hate this guy. He is just so anti-crypto. The guy is just a complete and utter douchebag. He just put out this incredibly cringy video where he was basically touting the fact that Kim Kardashian settled with the SEC. So yeah, let's talk about that real quick. So Kim Kardashian pays over I think it was 1.26 million to settle with the SEC because she promoted what they're deeming a security. So a couple of different things. So Ethereum Max, I don't know anything about this token or anything about this project, but basically this is really, really important, guys, on a number of different levels. First of all, it looks like Gary Gensler just basically stated, hey, it's a security, like it's a formality. We still don't know. Everything's up in the air, but basically came out and said, hey, she came after her because she's a security. So forget the fact that he's not coming after all the central banks. Forget the fact that, a lot of the issues that we have right now is because of the financial banks and everything in the central banks. No, forget all that. He's just focused on Kim Kardashian. And what concerns me the most here is that they're just assuming that this Ethereum Max is a security. And look, Kim Kardashian settled. It doesn't mean that she said that she feels that she did anything wrong. She's a billionaire, so 1.2 million or whatever it is to her is nothing. So she probably just said, here's 1.2 million. That's what you want. Fine, get out of my hair. Let me keep, enjoying my good life. So what concerns me also about this is the fact that she did disclose that it was an ad, but they still came after her because she didn't disclose how much she got paid. And apparently she was paid in the native token, I think. And she didn't disclose that as well. So for all you YouTubers out there, I mean, I've been doing it for a while now, but all the YouTubers out there, you need to put on all your promo videos that you've been paid in some way, shape, or form, and how you've been paid. So I think that's important. I've been very transparent about all that, maybe too transparent according to some YouTubers, and it just drives me nuts to see how many YouTubers right now are doing stuff where they're basically straight up lying about whether or not they're getting paid or a part of a project, all sorts of stuff. It's just very, very dicey. But bottom line, this is very, very concerning. A lot of people were excited to see that Kim K got hit on this, but this is not good. So the verbiage was very, very, very concerning to me. And I feel like this Gensler guy is just going to use this as a starting point. So let's see how this all materializes, but just know that what happened to Kim K, whether you like her or not, was really bad for crypto. It really was. And it sets a precedent that I don't like. The other news item that I wanted to cover is in regards to the UN calling on the Fed and other central banks to halt interest rate crisis. So basically the UN is saying, yeah, please keep us, let's keep this funny game of not raising interest rates and not letting inflation get out of control. Let's keep it going because we need that. We need that. So it just goes to show just how flawed the systems are. It's again another example of why Bitcoin has a value case. All those of you that say I don't own any Bitcoin, I don't care about Bitcoin, look, guys, this is where it's going. I mean, sooner or later, I think it's going to be able to really fulfill that use case where it does provide a safe haven because you can't trust currencies. You just can't. Governments keep debasing their currency. They keep doing it. They've done it historically for years, and they don't seem to be stopping. And then when a government like led by Powell decides to actually try to help, and with the inflation issue, they're calling for him to stop. So again, it's just a funny game going on. These central banks and the UN and Powell, they're not going to see eye to eye on this. Powell's pretty dead set. We don't want the same issues to happen in the US that are happening all over the world. Some countries, their currency is at 80, 90% inflation. I think the Netherlands even is at 18% now. UK is supposed to be around 20% come early 2023. We can't have this in the US. So I hope that Powell stays on his pace and doesn't let the UN tell him what to do. Unfortunately, we are going to have to feel pain, but it's just part of it. And look, if your 401ks, I haven't looked at my 401k in a few weeks. I'm not going to look at it because I'm not going to sweat it. It's going to be fine when I retire. And so the fact that my 401k has dropped in the last month or so, it's fine. If it means that we're going to beat this inflation monster, I'm okay with that. So hopefully Powell won't listen to them and keep things going because we can't have those issues that we have today. So as far as the charts and what's going on right now, yeah, I mean, BTC showing some strength for sure. Showed it yesterday. I had posted on Discord and the little server that your bonks created for me that crypto is looking very strong, and sure enough, it had a very nice day. It was looking really nice on the MACD and on the RSI. On the 4-hour, RSI is getting closer to overbought, but not quite yet. MACD is still looking very, very healthy on the 4-hour. And here we are in this tough little liquidity zone. I've had this drawn up since when? Since September 12th. And here we are again, and let's see if Bitcoin can stay over. Here, we'll go to the daily because that's actually a lot more important. Let's see if Bitcoin can stay above it for a couple days or a day. So, technically on the daily, it still hasn't been able to maintain a close above that important 19,900 number. So until it does that, you got to stay bullish. So yes, right now we're above 19,900, but there's still 10, almost 11 hours to go until the daily close. So let's see where it closes. But yeah, I mean the MACD is still looking pretty good on the hourly, on the 4-hour, on the daily. It's starting to look better. Negative momentum is starting to wane. The bears are starting to get a little tired on the daily, so that's really good to see. I mean, even the MACD is just showing all sorts of bullishness, right? Look at that. So yeah, I mean, uh, I really like what I see here. Now, are we going to see a pullback today? Yeah, we could see a pullback today very, very easily. If we can't, for the indicators to kind of reset while it tries to make that push. But I don't know. Nothing is telling me that we're gonna, have a bad day, and hopefully we'll see some follow through here. But at the end of the day, during a bear market, even when the indicators are bullish, you can't totally trust them. Now, in a bear market, when the indicators are bearish, yeah, you can usually trust them. That's why it's been so easy to make money off this market all year round shorting, because the TA keeps getting respected when shorting. When longing, not so much. It gets a little tricky. But right now, everything seems to look fine. But I would not be surprised by a little pullback in the next couple hours, as it's trying to. You see, even on the 2-hour, we're overbought, while it's trying to find its footing. And yeah, we're overbought even on the 2-hour. So BTC trying to find its footing so it can go on its next leg up or sustain itself above 19.9. Would not surprise me if it does a little pullback to see the all the indicators kind of reset. So Ethereum is going to be very similar. One thing about Ethereum is that I think on the daily, yeah, on the daily, it's not looking as strong as BTC, but it is looking better. So yeah, I mean, all things are looking fine with Ethereum. A couple things to call out though. The first one is that I think we'll have a huge level of resistance yeah, if it happens today, it may not be till 1421. There might be a little resistance psychological at 1400, or may just fly right through it. I mean, it's tried to go through it and hasn't. But then 1421 is just going to be a major, major level of resistance. And that's pretty far away, right? 48 plus 21, 69. Yeah, so that's still about 5% move. Still, 5% is very nice. So I would expect for it to get rejected at 1421 if it gets there today or tomorrow. But we'll see what happens. I think that last time I checked the futures, NASDAQ futures, because it's early, it's very early in the morning here in Austin. NASDAQ futures were all sorts of green right now. So everything's painting for a green day, but we'll see. We'll see. We've said that before when it comes to going long. XRP, I just wanted to call out the fact that it did cross this creek on the 4-hour that I drew back from September 29th after 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th try, it finally did it, and it tested it as support and closed above it. That was very important. So you see this candle right here, this red candle. This was it back testing what used to be resistance as support, and sure enough, it flew after that. So TA was respected beautifully there, and you got the retest. I was away from the charts yesterday. I had a very busy day work-wise, so I wasn't able to take advantage of that. I would have taken a long right there for sure. Oh well, but you can't hit them all. So yeah, XRP looking pretty good, but again, it's going to be highly dependent on BTC. Would not surprise me if XRP underperforms BTC and Ethereum just because it's been showing some weakness. But look, even on the 4-hour, MACD is looking fine. RSI is looking fine. Let's look at it on the daily. On the daily, it's not looking so hot. You see, momentum is waning, not by much, but it is waning. So keep that in mind. So maybe a little more push from XRP in the next day or two, and then probably might present some short opportunities. Just wanted to call out this asset right here. It's been a beautiful thing. Thank you to all you Loonsea Moon Boys. It's been so beautiful being able to trade and short this asset over and over again. Every time it pumps, just, yeah, been shorting it. So it's getting tricky though. There's a lot of rumors that's going to be relisted on Coinbase very soon. I think that's what's kind of keeping the price up right now. I would love for it to be listed on Coinbase, relisted, I guess, because then that would create this huge, huge green candle, and then we could just short that candle once that momentum seems to have kind of waned. There's many different ways to look at it here. We'll look at it on the 4-hour, but one thing I wanted to call out is after every green candle, no matter how big, you can kind of tell when the momentum's starting to wane. So you got the big candle with the big wick, then you have another retry, and then the next one. That's usually when I've noticed that that's becomes a very safe short. After the next one, so it's like just, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then boom. It's been no different with any of these. Like if you look at all the big green candles when they have some event, it's kind of easy to tell when it's going to start dropping. And when it drops a lot. It drops fast, and you can really get some nice gains. Even if you catch it on the third candle here, 31 all the way down to what, 25? Okay, that's a 20%. If you're leveraged at, I don't know, 10, let's just say 8x, it's some very nice wins. So yeah, this has been pretty easy to play. You just got to be patient and wait for the pumps. And now it's time to wait for the next pump and see if it uses that as resistance. But I am very leery right now of shorting it because these Coinbase rumors are all over the place. And I do not want to be caught in the middle of a short when that announcement gets made, because that will be an easy way to lose a trade and get stopped out real quick. So what else did I want to cover? ETC, we've covered it. It's actually holding up pretty well, but it's just going to do what Ethereum does. So it's still in that range. It's stayed in that range. Doesn't seem to want to leave that range. I did start DCAing into Near this last week with some of my profits from trading, really from Loonsea, just some of them. And I also DCA'd into Ethereum last week as well. So I am starting to DCA a little bit, just because of the fact that, who knows, maybe we did find a bottom. UFO Gaming's one that I've talked about a lot. It's doing pretty well the last 2 days, of course, but I want to see another zero. So right now we're at 5 zeros. I want to see a 6-0, and then I'll start DCAing into it. And other than that, not much else I wanted to cover today. So yep, I hope this helps, and trying to do these videos daily whenever I can. So hopefully I'll be able to do a video tomorrow, and we'll be talking about what a green day it was today. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Take care.